Hi, I'm Kelly. I work with organizations to engage energy and productivity while preventing burnout. Interestingly enough, that landed me in the change management field as the workforce continues to evolve, as technology is advancing faster than ever, and things are starting to shift from this traditional model into the modern day workforce. And a big kicker that I'll be talking about in this series is fractional work. So Deloitte has said by 2030, 50% of the workforce will be fractional, freelance, or contract type work. And so I have a whole series for individuals to move into their valued skill sets and expertise as a fractional worker. But I also want to create a playlist in which organizations can start the transition forward. If you want to wait till 2030 when 50% of the workforce that you're interviewing is saying, I need flexibility and I want to just do project-based work and I just want to do this specific thing out of the job description, you're going to be in a world of hurt. So if you think about 2030, I'm recording this in the end of 2024, you only have 5 years. So if you think about checkpoints and steps you can take today in 2025, you can get there, and it actually can be a pretty fun journey where people focus on value adds and you get the best person for the job aligned and you can have some of that cost savings. But in order to do that, you have to think different. You can't be focused over here when the world is moving over here. So this series is going to have some topics in which you can start transitioning your workforce from this tradition model of everyone works full time over to fractional work, freelance, contract type work, to ease this transition and stop the battle on reality and start embracing it. Now, future episodes, we're really going to get into the tactical stuff and steps you can take. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel and go into my newsletter and my website, in which you get notified for free webinars and new resources and products that can aid you on this journey. This episode, we're going to focus on accessing your organizational readiness. So is your organization ready to just take the first step, ready to hop on this trail of the workforce shift? And some things you can do to get it ready. And I don't want this to just be a function of HR, because this is everyone's journey. This is your organization, your leaders, your workers transitioning to how can we do this smarter, not harder. And so analyzing existing roles and functions will need to be done around your organization. There are roles and functions that need to be full-time. They need to be there in-house, in the operation, integrated into the systems, and integrated into the communication with your clients. That needs to be full-time work. Now, there's things that come and go. There's things that advance real fast and then they're done. That is fractional work. There's integration projects of systems. That's fractional work. Someone can come in, understand your operation enough in your systems, do that work, and exit out. What pieces of roles do people want to keep and be full-time? And what pieces are they like, yeah, can we remove this? Can we have someone else go do that? Or have a consultant to come in and really evaluate, we could do it smarter, not harder. We could do it a different way. And that's also an option. So really analyzing existing roles and functions is going to be important. I do suggest a use of a third party or a third party tool to help you in this, because people are really stuck in their ways, personal preferences, and how things have always been done. So having that third party tool or resource brings an outside perspective. So let me give you an example. I'm a behavioral analyst in DISC. It's a very practical tool on work styles and internal motivators. So say someone over here says, I want to do this. Yeah, that's a value add that I want to do, but their DISC profile is saying, that's not really a good fit for you. Again, you're bringing awareness through data. Now, the other thing that a third party can do is they see outside the scope of what has been. So everyone around that table in that room knows what has been, what role is filled by who, and then they're going to have a personal connection or preference to that. When a third party comes in, I don't know who Cindy is. I don't know who Tony is. And going through this function and these roles, I'm going to have a very clear windshield view of the situation and the functions and the value adds versus someone's that's like, oh, I don't want to say something because they might let go of Cindy. That's not the purpose of this. The purpose is engaging energy and productivity while preventing burnout. So, what can we do within our organization that needs to stay there, and what should we take out into fractional work, project work that is come and go? Is we need an expert for this because we're struggling, and that's how we move forward. So conducting this type of review can be complicated, and that's why, again, you're going to waste a lot of time, you're going to waste a lot of energy. So hiring a third party for an hour or two to do this organizational readiness, this job matching, will help things move forward really fast. Now, conducting a needs assessment too will help you pinpoint what do we want to do in 2025, 2026, 27, and so forth, so that you kind of have a progressive route on this journey forward into fractional work. And then, of course, throughout this process, you want to make sure that you're aligned to business goals. I think that sometimes we can get distracted with shiny objects or new technology. Does it help your operation become more productive? What is the goal of your business in the next 5 years, and how can we align fractional contract freelance work around that? So make sure that that strategy is really linked to the talent part, linked to the execution of how we're getting it done, and that's where the smooth transition through this change will happen. The whole plan around this playlist is to start to guide you on just that. What is the plan to hit these checkpoints as this change happens? Because we're going to stop the battle on reality and we're going to embrace it.